And now to the outrage that is reaching a boiling point in Florida as more people join in protest over the handling of the murder of Trayvon Martin. Students from several Florida universities protested outside of the Seminole County Courthouse today. A spokesperson for the state attorney's office told them it will take several weeks to review this case. 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was unarmed when he was killed last month in Sanford by George Zimmerman, a neighborhood watch captain. Zimmerman says he shot Trayvon in self-defense. But Trayvon Martin's mother told Matt Lauer this morning on Today she is certain her son did not provoke the attack.
I'm pretty sure my son tried to get away. He didn't know who this guy was. He seen him as a stranger. So he was trying to just get away from the situation.
Joining me now, NBC analyst and former FBI profiler Clint Van Zandt. Clint, I should note that just a short time ago at the White House briefing, Jay Carney says the White House is aware of the incident and they understand that local FBI office has been contacted with local authorities monitoring the situation. Carney went on to say that the thoughts and prayers go out to Trayvon Martin's family, but obviously they're not going to wade into a local law enforcement matter. So with that said, as it stands, Clint, you've got local law enforcement saying they still need more time to review. We're almost on a month since Trayvon Martin was shot and killed. Why would it be taking this long?
Well, this is a case, well, it really shouldn't, Tamron. I mean, the facts seem to be pretty cut and dry, and whether there's a stand your ground law or not, the shooter didn't stand his ground. I mean, number one, he's carrying a gun. He has a past history of assault on a police officer. Number two, he's described as a self-appointed neighborhood watch person. Number three, when he calls into the police department to report he sees somebody he doesn't recognize in the neighborhood, the police say, stay where you're at, stay in your car, don't follow this guy, and he defies. He does exactly the opposite of what police do. There's a confrontation that takes place, a fight that takes place. We've got a 17-year-old boy carrying candy, and we've got a grown man carrying a 9mm pistol. A gun, unfortunately, always trumps candy, and in this case, we've got a dead youth who shouldn't be dead.
Well, let me read quickly. The stand your ground law indicates stand his or her ground and meet force with force, including deadly force, if he or she reasonably believes it is necessary to do so to prevent death or great bodily harm to himself or herself or another. Let me play the 911 phone call Zimmerman made to authorities right before the confrontation. Let's play it.
This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. He's got his hand in his waistband. Yeah, he's a black male.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
All right, what is your phone number?
There's gunshots.
So you hear the gunshot there. Clint, you have the operator saying, don't follow him. And he says, okay, we don't need you to do that. This is what the operator is saying. We don't need you to follow this individual. There's so many questions, but you're an FBI profiler. When you look at Zimmerman's background, some of the things that have been uncovered, he's this neighborhood watch guy. I don't want to paint anyone as a bad person, and that is not the issue here. This is about justice and what the law says here. What does his profile say, especially being a neighborhood captain, where you have neighbors who say he was the kind of person who wanted to go out and confront?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of wannabes out there, wannabe police officers or something else, even though he assaulted a police officer 7 years ago. But what troubles me on this case is that he wasn't tested for drugs and alcohol right at the time of the shooting. This is something you would normally do in any type of a situation. His voice on the phone sounds slurred, like there's something going on. He may have been intoxicated. The challenge is we don't know. So there's a lot of issues in this shooter's background, notwithstanding, as you suggest, confrontational issues that says, number one, he shouldn't have been out there. Number two, he shouldn't have confronted this young man in this way. And the last thing he should have done is pull a gun. He should have stood his ground by staying in his car with the door locked and waiting for the legitimate police to arrive.
All right. Thank you so much, Clint Van Zandt. Of course, we'll keep our audience up to date as the pressure mounts for charges to be filed in this one. Thank you, Clint. And next